What's up, everybody? Welcome to my new Conan Exiles series. In this series, we are on the Isle of Siptah. Look at me. I just made my character and I just spawned in. And this guy's called Buff Bad. Get used to him. He is gonna be here with us for a while. Look at him. Let's see him in the light. How magnificent is Buff Bad? Look at that. But yeah, if you haven't checked out my other episode explaining what this series is gonna be about, is that this series is gonna be about me playing with pets. Rarely ever played with pets in my life. And can I? Holy shit, you look weird. But this episode, we are going to try and get a foothold in this place. I tried streaming Siptah. Why can't I loot any of these people? By the way, this is quite odd. There we go. But yeah, so I tried streaming this before and it turned out horrifically wrong, but hopefully in this episode we get a better beginning than what we had before. But yeah, so the main goal of this series is to, play Siptah, never played it before, and also mainly play with pets. Of course, crafting thralls are still going to be allowed because, we're playing about crafting thralls. I'm just decapitating, not decapitating, but I'm handicapping myself. It's not to that crazy extent where I'm cutting my head off, but it's still a major inconvenience if I don't have any crafting thralls. But so fighters are mainly going to be my pets, so I'm not going to use any like fighters, archers, any of those stuff. Those are going to be left to the pets. That's kind of how the series is going to go. There we go. We made an extra pair of pants by accident. But I can, get rid of that. And let's spend our points. I want to go to 5 vitality first because I want to get the passive healing. That is going to be really helpful. So the earlier we get that, the better. I can't place this anywhere. A little bit more lore on over here. Let me just read that real quick. Journal page. Henry and Oyvind came back from the forest. It should be safe enough there, they say. I have a bad feeling about this. And whatever that god-forsaken storm is, it's coming closer. I've seen things in the storm. We will weather the storm and then push into the forest. Mitra, be with us. Okay, sorry, I kind of butchered that a little bit. I try to be a little bit more cinematic and use a little voice, but I'll work on that just so I can make a little more storytelling with you guys. We're gonna start off the episode pretty chill as usual. Not much crazy action when you are a literal fiber and have a sharp rock. Alright, let's get a stone weapon going. I think for this series, I'll probably try more two-handed weapons, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to go for like a Beastmaster kind of playstyle, like a cruel, brutal Beastmaster that uses like animals just for fighting and killing purposes, but there isn't a thing called whips, and I'm pretty sure there's no mods for it either because it's pretty hard to just mod something like that, because it's like very fluid weapons. But so let's just play with the Bruiser and the Archer. That should be a good combo. Let me get my first weapon crafted. What do I need? Some branches. Alright. Let me get a hatchet and we can go get some branches. There we go. Let's just make ourselves a stone maul now. Let me just fill all of this water skin up. You can never say no to water in this game. Well, yeah, now we have to slay an enemy. Let's go and check out this, I guess, wreckage and that lighthouse up there. Water pretty clean. Got another level. There we go. Level 5 vitality. Nice. Now we get passive health regen, so, I'm gonna waste bandages and a lot of stuff, but I guess the next part of all my points are gonna be going into expertise a lot because I really wanna get this up because for the, I guess, extra ore harvest and also the extra carrying capacity because baby animals are pretty heavy. They weigh 50 kilos each. Hopefully it's probably 50 pounds. I mean, 50 kilos for a baby is nuts, man, but you know what I mean. I need to get that carrying capacity up because I don't know where most of animals spawn. I know like a few, but not all of them. What is up here anyways? Is this just a fire pit? Oh no, there's a chest over here. Hey, some money. I'll take that. I wouldn't say no to money. Get my working on alchemical base. Ooh, there's a patch of... What's that goo thing again? That's pretty nice, but I don't need that right now, so we can just leave that alone. But yeah, Siptah has no endings. So, you know, we don't gotta worry about the series ending soon. We got plenty to do. So, you know, we can take our time playing Siptah. It isn't like a rush to the game or anything. So, a side goal for me in this series is actually use if not all of the structure, like the building pieces I've unlocked, especially Stormglass. Stormglass is really good. So I want to have like, I don't know, like thematic towns all over this island. Stuff like, say I can build like using the wood in the swamp. I don't know if it even is a swamp, but you know, like Stormglass in a volcano in the something, you know. All that stuff. But hey, here's some crocodiles. Let's get to killing. Get this crest started. These guys are quite tough, so you gotta, you know, play a big tactical of them. But you know, their attacks are pretty easy to dodge. Just you can just walk away from that. There we go. Didn't even take any damage, game. I don't even need those rough rafts, but you know, I'll get some for the sake of it. Let's also upgrade, starting upgrade expertise. There we go. Heal myself. There we go. Thank you, game. Harvest a Corva tool. Let's get some with the pickaxe here. There we go. There's a crocodile after me. Alright. Let me just keep on running. We'll get a better place to set this up. And I'll also check in with you guys once day arrives. It's getting real dark now. Hey, everybody. It's nighttime right now. Oh, that just went out. But, you know, we can just get the campfire started. But, you know, I think Siptah nights are actually a bit longer than Exile Lands nights. I might have to turn the speed up because it's been a while. But, you know, found this area right here that is pretty flat, you see over here? And there seems to be, like, some kind of, like, settlement slash monument over there. So, but I don't know if I want to check that out just yet. And, you know, pretty good area. On the map, I am over here. I ran left along the beach when I spawned in. There seems to be like a path I'm able to take just to head inland over here, so definitely I think I'll get some little base set up or something. Put down a few chests or something to get things started. There you go, place down a chest. I don't really have anything else. I also started out with the Yogg religion, given that, you know, Yogg's kind of the god of, like, animals, all that stuff, so all the appropriate just to start off with that, but don't think that we'll be, you know, picking up on Yogg very soon. Now that we have a base slightly set up, I mean, if you call it campfire plus chest a base, let's start looking for iron. That's gonna be the next goal here. Because, to be honest, I don't really want to build a base with, you know, what you call it, with stone tools. This is not very efficient. I'm gonna go find myself some iron nodes if I can by heading inland. Also killing some stuff so I can get my levels up. But yeah, definitely a pretty good start right now compared to what my first start up here. Definitely very redwood looking. This kind of reminds me of when I first played Ark. The massive redwood area in the middle. Hey, look at that! There's some iron right here. Lucky me. Let's get all of this right here. But I would like a little bit more iron than this. I want to get myself some tools and some weapons if possible. But hey, that's a pretty good start. But yeah, back to what I was saying. This really gives you the vibes of like the Ark redwoods. And the Ark redwoods are much more dense than this. But, you know, pretty much more dangerous too. What is that thing? Is that a hyena? I can take that on. Oh, you're a tough cookie, aren't you? Ow! Okay, dude. You're gonna come over to kill me? Okay, he is. Ow! He hurts. But nothing I can't deal with. There's another one over here. Okay, stamina's out. Where are you going, my friend? Do not run away from me. Why are you running? Why are you running? Come back over here. I'm not done with your ass yet. Oh shit, what the fuck? Random act of violence on that bird. Dude, you're sick, man. What did that bird ever do to you? I was about to say pick up some of your own size, but I guess our size are pretty, disproportional. But I don't know. Sorry, bird man. I don't know what he was doing. is a random act of violence. This is not a berry I can pick up. Guess not. But yeah, that was a weird event that hyena did. I wonder what was going on in his head when he thought of doing that. Let's stick to the edges of this place. It seems that there are a higher chance of me getting some iron that way. And also probably a safer place to be rather than the middle of the open like I'm a fucking buffet. And speaking of the devil, look at that. What did I tell you about staying to the edge? Always iron in the edges. Yeah, this has officially become the best start I've had on Siptah. My first playthrough, I ran into a boss bear like 5 minutes in. Alright, let me just pump a little bit more expertise, just like that. And now our inventory is back down to pretty much nothing. Man, expertise really does help a ton. Oh, there's a dog. Okay, he's fine. Alright, I am currently at 156 ironstone. That calculates around to, I don't know, 78, I think. But a little bit more will be nice. Plus, there isn't really much danger. Ooh, there's some bears over there. Ooh, that means there might be bear cubs around. I wouldn't mind starting off my first ever pet with a bear. That would be pretty good. But, you know, maybe I could get myself a shellback or something, but I wouldn't complain with a bear. A bear can, maul through all the people. And one good thing about getting a bear pet is hopefully I can wrestle with the bear. They better add that as a feature for bears. Let's head towards that bear over there. I'm not gonna kill him though. Probably would not beat him. But I do want to check in his vicinity if there is a bear cub potentially around. And also get the iron over here. Sneakily, of course. I don't think he notices. Alright, let's start heading back now. I think I have enough levels for... Oh, that bear's after me. Alright. Definitely we should head back now. Maybe I'll have to come back in here for a much deeper dive. But hey, look at that view over there. Man, Siptah is beautiful as hell. Holy shit, look at that. Alright, back to base. Take some water. And let's start unlocking all the stuff we need. Survival. Can I not unlock that? I'm only level 9. Oh, got a little bit of killing to do. Alright, I'll be back. Hello, dear. Thank you for your sacrifices. Now I can make myself my furnace. You are a lifesaver. Oh, right. Speaking of journeys, I want to start working on journeys a little bit more. I kind of gave up on journeys when I was on my agility playthrough. So let's see. There has to be a journey for... Alright, I can redeem this for supplies. There we go. Blacksmith. Let's get that started. Anything else? Homesteader. Okay. Let's start with more expertise. There we go. And let's start unlocking all the stuff here. Lock that. What else do I need? Now I need a furnace. Alright. Furnace should be pretty easy. There we go. Get all of that. And, you know, I'm not gonna have any house to build on, so we're gonna have things laying around a bit messy for now. But it'll be fixed very soon in the future. There we go. Place all of that down. Split this in half, and I'll put that in there. Get that started. I have a bunch more wood in here that we can use, so wood isn't a problem. There we go. Get all of that going. Let's also open this up. Hey, a bunch of plant fiber. I'll take that. Plant fiber is actually pretty helpful early game because I don't have a sickle, and picking it by hand is kind of a torture to me. But hey, look at the view over there. This seems to be some like mesa-looking biome or something. Looks like red desert. Definitely keen to explore that in the future. Get some iron bars. No frogs, but you know, we can live with it. Now we can just need to place a bench down, which I will need a lot more bars and a lot more rocks. Grab all of those. Plenty of iron. Okay, what am I missing? Just some stone. Alright, I have a bunch. Yeah, right there. Alright, let's get this placed. And we can always just place this right down here. Let me also place my bedroll down. I don't even have a spawn point over here. There you go. Now we can make the iron tool knowledge. Learn that. Wherever that thing is. There it is. Nice. Alrighty. Let's get this started. So get some of that in. And some of that in. Oh, I need more branches. Hold on. There we go. Now let's make a set of this. give me a sickle too. I don't care if I only get 2 of these. Sickle is the best thing ever. There we go. Nice. I can put that over here on this side. There we go. Now I need to craft an iron weapon. Now with this new pick, we can get some more iron. This episode might be slightly longer than usual because there's a bunch of little things that you gotta do at the beginning of each series. So bear with me, guys. Episodes are going to probably, hopefully, maybe get more exciting as they go. But we just gotta get these early game stuff out the way before we can do that. Oh man, look at that harvest. Iron pickaxe and also the 2x that I put on. This is gonna be like taking a rocket ship. Alright, back over here. Yeah, look at that. The amount of iron I have is nuts. Also a bunch of rocks too. Nice. Get all of the iron bars just in time. Now we can get ourselves a weapon. Let me get the iron hatchet going first. Let's learn a weapon. Let's see. Can I learn anything from the two-handed yet? No. I need to be level 20 to craft one of those. What iron weapons can I craft? Am I not high enough level for anything yet? You know what? Just for the sake of it, let's just unlock that. And let's make ourselves a flanked iron mace. That's pretty much the only thing I can pretty much craft in here, so what do I need for it? Some more branches. That's easy. There we go. Grab one of those. Give me the hatchet. I can't really craft the iron warhammer yet, so we'll have to wait on that. Just move this across. There we go. Blacksmith completed. Now I think in the journey area we can get weapon repair kit, but this is what you want after completing blacksmith, this perfected steel one. This is the real deal. Once you get those, your life is good. But for now, I think I'm going to probably, not do any of that. I'll get the homesteader one going. Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Many progress has been done. Really appreciate you guys that watched about this point. You guys really are fantastic people. And you can let me know what you guys have, like any tips and tricks or maybe suggestions of what I should do on the Isle of Siptah, because I'm not going to use like video guides, but you know, your guys' tips are always welcome. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I'm going to end the episode off here. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps me a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.